Once again, happy greetings to everyone. A quick recap of Indigo Part 1. As per the request of Rajkumar Shukla, Gandhiji had arrived at Bihar in Champaran district. This slide shows the map of India. Specifically, you could see the Tirhat division in Champaran. Bihar state lies in the foothills of the towering Himalayas near the Kingdom of Nepal. Gandhiji's arrival at Champaran. He visits the Secretary of British Landlords Association but was denied any information as he was called an outsider. The Commissioner of Tirhat bullied him, advised him to leave Tirhat, but Gandhiji defied his orders and left for Motihari. So, he was served an official notice to quit Champaran. Spontaneous demonstration of peasants. You come to know that here thousands of peasants gathered around the court building. It shook off the Britishers. They took Gandhiji's help to control the crowd. Gandhiji gave concrete proof that British power will not be tolerated. The government was baffled. The authorities were in fix. They tried to postpone the trial. Gandhiji protested against the delay. He read out a statement clarifying that he disobeyed not to break the law, but to render humanitarian and national service. The judgment withheld for many days and Gandhiji was allowed to stay free. Finally, Lieutenant Governor dropped case against Gandhiji. The civil disobedience has triumphed for the first time in modern India. Gandhiji was summoned by Lieutenant Governor Sir Edward Gay. Gandhiji chalked out detailed civil disobedience plan in case of his arrest. He had 4 long, protracted, that is extended interviews with the Lieutenant Governor. Heaps of evidences against landlords were filed. They had no choice but to refund the money. They expected Gandhi would ask full amount, but Gandhiji demanded just 50%. The landlords offered only 25%, and to everybody's surprise, Gandhiji agreed. Gandhiji's justification: amount of refund did not matter. The landlords were rather obliged to surrender part of their money and their prestige. The victory of peasants instilled courage. They had rights and defenders. Later, British landlords abandoned estates and it was reverted back to the peasants. Gandhiji, as a social reformer, played a different role now. He opened schools, took help of volunteers. He called his wife and his son, who taught health and hygiene. The medicines like castor oil, quinine, sulfur ointment were used for all the ailments. See this rare picture of Kasturba Gandhi and Gandhiji when they are young and Kasturba Gandhi at a middle age. So this Champaran episode was a turning point not only for Indians but even for Mahatma Gandhi as well. You could see very clearly that it was not the defiance, that is, resistance of the authorities, but was an attempt to free poor peasants from exploitation. He wanted to declare that the Britishers could not order him in his own country. It was a politics with difference. The efforts were to make Indians realize that they are human beings and to liberate India. A lesson in self-reliance. Students, please note, a short question is often asked about Charles Andrew. Do not get confused with Louis Fisher, the writer of the chapter. So Charles Freer Andrews was an English pacifist, a firm believer of peaceful measures. He had come to bid farewell to Gandhiji. His other lawyer friends wanted Andrew to support him, but Gandhiji strongly opposed the suggestion and asked the Indians, especially the lawyers, to face the crisis independently. Gandhiji taught them a lesson in self-reliance. He said that when the cause was just, they should rely on themselves to win the battle. So in a way, self-reliance, Indian independence and help, it was all bound together. As you see this slide, Department of Post have paid a tribute to Charles Freer Andrews, who was nicknamed as Deen Bandhu by Gandhiji and his students. So the chapter concludes with a message that patience, perseverance and determination can help anyone to overcome all odds and adversities. We need to be self-reliant instead of looking for shoulders to lean upon. And third, very important, to teach people courage and fight own battles independently and fearlessly, rather than lending support in critical situations. So here are the practice assignments. Please go through these practice assignments to score better marks. Thank you. Keep practicing.